Welcome. I trust that you're familiar with EFT and you can just follow along with me as I work through the points and the statements. If you're not familiar with EFT, you can pop down into the box below and you'll find my website access, and there's handouts there with all the points, and that will give you more specifics on how to do EFT. Otherwise, just follow along, and whether you choose to be silent or echo, the choice is yours, and we'll see from there. We're going to start on the side of the hand. Even though they're trying to silence me, and I just can't speak my truth, I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though they're trying to silence me, but I have important things to say, but they don't want to hear it. I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself, and I forgive them as well. Even though they're trying to silence me, they're trying to shush me, to stop me, shut me down, they're dismissing me, stepping over what I have to say, interrupting me. They're doing so many things to silence me, disregarding my perspective, disregarding my point of view. And it hurts and it stings. And they just don't want to hear from me. I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself. What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to being heard and expressing myself? Somehow they're not respecting that. People that care about you want to hear from you. They won't ask you to concede. They won't ask you to stay silent. They want your perspective and your point of view. And I choose to find more people in my life who will hear me out. There's a lot of people out there in the world, and we can all take turns hearing each other out, and I don't have to be silenced anymore. I can find people who will accept me and respect me and hear my point of view. And I love, accept, and forgive myself. Starting at the top of the head. They don't want to hear from me. They silenced me. They're not returning the phone calls, not returning emails, disregarding comments. They've blocked me. Imagine that. Under the arm, they're trying to shut me down. They want me silenced. Is what I have to say really such a threat? Why are they scared of what I have to say? Why don't they want to hear my perspective? Is this about them? Or is this about me? Under the arm again? What what are they saying? I'm trying to say what's going on for me. I'm trying to share my wisdom. I'm trying to share my perspective. I'm trying to share my point of view. But they're not having it. They don't want anything to do with it. Kind of confusing. They don't want to hear from me. They're trying to silence me. It's not fair. It doesn't feel good. My perspective is important. If this concerns me, then my perspective is very important. Why are they silencing me? I want to put my 2 cents in. My point of view is important. I want to be heard. I deserve to be heard. I don't like being silenced. It doesn't feel good. Why are they trying to muzzle me? It just doesn't make sense. Am I such a threat? Why are they so threatened by what I have to say? They think I'm spamming them? They think I'm deranged? They think I've off the marker? None of that is true. None of it is true. They've got some weird perception thing going on. They're feeling so threatened. It's kind of funny in some ways. I just want to share what I know. I just want to share my perspective. I just want to get my truth on the table. They don't need to shut me down. I'm not that big of a threat. We can talk this through. Fair's fair. If you can express your point of view, then you should be listening to my point of view. Fair's fair. Both sides of the story are important. Both perspectives are important. In the world of problem solving, multiple perspectives are important. Interdisciplinary. Let's take an interdisciplinary approach. Let's look at it from multiple perspectives. It's a bit like the blind men and the elephant. Everyone has a small understanding of the situation. And when we bring our multiple perspectives together, we have a deeper understanding. It's easier to solve problems the more we know. So I don't need to be silenced. Nobody needs to be silenced. We can put our ideas on the table. Let's talk it out. Let's listen to each other. Let's get the truth out there. We don't need to be silenced. Not me. Not them. Because I have important things to say. Everybody has important things to say. We've all got insight. We all have wisdom from our perspective. So let's get on the table. Let's hear each other out. We don't need to silence anybody. We're going to celebrate our voices. Speaking accurately, speaking clearly, putting wisdom on the table and intelligence, parking our concerns to hear each other out. We don't have to feel threatened. Putting all those concerns and fears aside, letting go of all those fears. It's safe to communicate. It's safe to hear it out. It's safe to be heard. It's kind of funny when people shut you down because they're so insecure. So their inability to hear me out is about them and their insecurities. They don't need to be threatened. They have some healing to do because I'm just putting my truth on the table, not stopping them. Maybe they don't want to change. Maybe that's the threat. Because if they hear me out, they might learn something. They might have to take responsibility. They might have to take action. That's why they want me silenced. They don't want to do things differently. But that's not my problem. I can still put my voice out there. They have to work through their insecurities. Maybe I can find a different way of phrasing it. I don't have to attack them, but I can advocate for myself. I can advocate for others. And I can put my perspective out there. I'm going to speak my mind. It's a good thing. I can be assertive. I can be out there, putting my comments on the table, getting my words out there, getting my voice out there, expressing what I need to express, sharing what I need to share, honoring me. I don't need to play small. I don't need to be silent. I don't need to bite my tongue. I can say what I need to say. I'll put it out there. It's safe to express my point of view. Things are always working out for me. This will work out for me too. So I can be strong. I can be self assertive. I can advocate for myself. I can share my truth. It's all safe. Putting my perspective on the table. Feeling good about speaking my truth. Feeling really, really good about speaking my truth. Take a deep breath and just let it settle for a moment. And if you need to, you can go through a second time or a third time. And thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.